Well, good morning, everybody. It's Big Dave here from the Mad Rock Morning Show, and I've got Zach Grantham here with us, and it's time for our first Teacher of the Month for the 2021-2022 school year. And big thanks to our sponsors, Night Furniture and Mattress, Pediatric Dentistry of Sherman, and Parkway Buick GMC. We appreciate our sponsors because without them, we wouldn't be able to give our awesome teachers any money. Isn't that right, Zach?
That's exactly right.
Because if they're going to take money from us, it'd be a lot less. That's all I can say about that, right?
Yeah, well, Dave, I feel like we just wrapped up the Teacher of the Year program like just a couple of weeks ago.
I know. It's like
the year's going by fast.
We did the Teacher of the Year announcement, and then all of a sudden here we are talking about needing nominations for the next year. And I'm like, all right, they are back in school again. So fun times. And I know a lot of parents are excited to have their kids back in school, quite honestly. So let's have you introduce our first Teacher of the Month for September 2021.
Yes, very excited to kick off the school year with this teacher. We have a kindergarten teacher from Story Elementary, home of the Huskies, within the Sherman Independent School District. We have Kim.
I'm sorry, which school district was? Which school was it?
I'm sorry, Sherman ISD.
No, I'm saying which campus was it? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I get. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
it took me a little bit.
Bad radio joke.
Bad. I'm
sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I approve of dad jokes. You know me, I love them.
Yeah, I'm sure they've never heard that before. Yeah.
Story Elementary, we have Kim Sells. Kim is here with us this morning. Kim, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
We are good. By the way, your backdrop actually looks like you're on a green screen, which I know it looks perfect. Like it's absolutely great.
Oh, it's not my classroom in the background?
No, it is your classroom. It is your classroom, but it looks absolutely perfect. So,
yeah. It looks like it could be a backdrop just as how like there's so much stuff back there behind you.
Well, you're looking at the top of the cabinets. That's what 20 years of teaching collects. So it's all above the kids' eye level, so they don't see it. Eye level is nice, above is storage.
So let's talk about that. I see here, according to your nomination form, and these aren't always right, so we always have to ask to get this right. It says this is your 21st year of teaching. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Have you always been a kindergarten teacher?
No, I've taught first grade and kindergarten. And my mom taught kindergarten and 3- and 4-year-olds in first grade for 30 years. My grandmother taught first grade. I had 2 aunts that taught kindergarten. Even my grandpa was a college teacher. So it was all in the family. So I really I didn't really think I had other calling.
Well, I will say this. Just thinking about being a kindergarten teacher gives me anxiety. So I have to ask you, did you always just want to be a kindergarten teacher? I mean, because here's the thing. Some folks are like, no, I can't do that. I'm going to do middle school or high school. Have you ever considered flip-flopping or anything like that?
Well, I started in first grade, and I didn't think I wanted anything else. And then in Plano, when they opened a new school, I was chosen to move to kindergarten there. And it was all right, but I didn't like commuting. So I begged and pleaded for a job in Sherman and what they had available. And it was first grade. And I was like, I liked it. But when Story opened up, I was available to come to kindergarten. And I beg every year, please don't move me. Please don't move me. And they're like, no one wants your job. So we'll let you in kindergarten.
So what?
Beginning of the year, it seems a little more challenging. I'm like, why am I doing this? But then by the 2nd or 3rd week, I realized why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that kindergarten? I mean, I think we talk about this every single time we have a kindergarten teacher as one of our teachers of the month. And it's like, what is it you do? Because here's what I remember. I remember naps. I remember snacks. I remember eating too much Elmer's glue, and I remember using that same Elmer's glue and putting it on my hands so that they stick together. I mean, this is like super simple stuff. This is kindergarten stuff. And I kind of remember the old school books, the old school, what is it, C-Spot Run?
Dick and Jane.
Yes, those are the books that I remember in kindergarten. But other than that, I couldn't tell you what I did in kindergarten.
I got in trouble for using too much paste. If you remember what the paste.
Oh yes, with the sticks and stuff. You'd have to. Yeah.
So when I started teaching kindergarten, we changed it from nap time to quiet time. So they would lay down. Some would fall asleep. I would read a chapter book, and so it's like story comprehension. but we still consider nap. Then we had snap. Well, that's all gone, and now it's really like first grade. You know, they're reading and writing and doing sentences, adding, subtracting. So it's really changed. So my biggest thing is I see the growth when they come in, really barely holding a pencil to writing sentences and reading. So
And
that's
technology. I'm sure
and
technology plays a huge part of it.
it does, and the technology is a challenge for me, but the kids know a lot. And the hardest thing now in kindergarten is learning how to use a mouse. You know, because we still have computers in the classroom, and they're so used to touch screens. But
Mm.
they can help me with the iPad, and I can help them with the mouse.
So what has it been like for you over the past, what has it been now, Dave? 2 years or so,
Yeah.
regarding all the differences with education over the past couple of years, with especially technology?
Well, with technology, you know, we used to have just 4 computers in the classroom, and now we have every student in Sherman should have a device, whether it's a Chromebook or an iPad or a laptop. And so that's been a blessing, actually, because with all of the different programs that the district is getting for us to help the kids, it's easier to have a device for every kid. So, you know, in the mornings they come in, they eat breakfast, and as soon as they eat breakfast, they can't wait to get on their iPad to do their reading program, or, you know, spend 15 minutes on reading or math. And so technology has helped. Plus, with COVID last year, kindergarten at Sori, all of kindergarten was on quarantine. So we had to teach from home. And I never realized how loud I was until my neighbor told me that she listened to my lesson when she took her dog outside. And she could hear my talking. So I listened to my Ring camera, and I was like, I was pretty loud, but the kids were reading with me. So that was good.
So you mentioned something earlier about how you were teaching out in your garage. Is that why they were able to hear you?
Yes, because I didn't want to disturb my husband and my dogs. So I made a classroom in my garage. And luckily it was in November, so it wasn't too hot or too cold.
Yeah.
And so I had everything set up, my whiteboard and my letters and my numbers and my books, and managed it somehow. I was very nervous, but I managed it.
So my question to you, and by the way, this is Kim Sells. She's a kindergarten teacher, Story Elementary School with the Sherman ISD. What is your number one goal each and every day when you walk into the classroom, especially with kindergartners?
In kindergarten, some of them are apprehensive to come to the classroom, and you know, they may have had a bad morning or didn't want to come to school. So my first goal is to greet them with a positive greeting, whether it's a hug or a hey or a high five. I just want to make sure they come in with a positive attitude and let them know we're going to have a great day. And no matter what we do, as long as you have a good day learning, then we're going to have it, you know, we're going to have fun. So I try to start with a positive greeting, really, you know, and let's see how their day went, how their morning was, what did they choose for breakfast? You know, hey, can you open that one this time? So, you know, it's something, try to do positive.
So you've been doing this a long time. So I mean, you've already told us a story about. I mean, the reason why you got into doing the teaching thing is because of so many people in your family doing the exact same thing. So what is it, especially in kindergarten class? Like, if you look throughout the entire kindergarten year for these students, what is, do you think, the most enjoyable thing that you get to teach them?
Watching their faces, like even just this morning, we introduced our free choice journals where they can write, and they don't consider themselves authors and illustrators. You know, we read books every day and we talk about what an author is and what an illustrator is. And then when they write or draw a picture and they write sentences, obviously it's not spelled correctly. It's kindergarten spelling, you know, a T for TV and a J for jumping jacks, but it's just a letter. But they can point and read it, and they see themselves as an author and an illustrator, and then they look at me like, I did it. And when I see that, they feel accomplished and successful, whether they're on level, below level, you know, it doesn't, above level, as long as they see that they can do it and they've accomplished something and they're successful. So I just watching them, I mean, just watching them, I don't know, it brings tears to my eyes. Sometimes after I'm done with my reading table groups and they're at their stations, I just sit and watch them a few minutes and listen to their conversations. No, you don't put the L there, you put it here, you know, just interact and not get upset with each other that someone helped them.
What's your favorite book to read to your class?
Depends on the season. So I have my favorite at the beginning of the year. It's the Kissing Hand, because Chester is the raccoon, and that was my grandpa's name, and so it always brings tears to my eyes. And then right now we just finished Johnny Appleseed, so I like my books about a book about Johnny Appleseed. So I don't have a one book I like. It's really depending on the season that it is, and I have a favorite book for pretty much every season or month or event.
Well, thanks to Pediatric Dentistry of Sherman, Knight Furniture, and Parkway Buick GMC, Zach now gets the wonderful honor of presenting something very special to you. Well deserved.
Yes. $750. Is that okay?
Think you could use that?
So Dave and I always ask, you get $750 from our awesome sponsors. So we know how you teachers are. Y'all like to spend it on your kids. It's like you love your kids or something. So we suggest you spend it on yourself first, and then you can
at least some of it.
Yeah,
at least some of it.
Yeah, I don't know, half of it, 20% of it, whatever it is. It doesn't matter.
Nice steak dinner, a spa day, something. Especially with kindergartners. Come on, you deserve that.
Yeah, something like that. So what's the first thing that comes to you about the $750? What are you going to use it for?
Well, honestly, I have an ongoing wish list, of course, for my classroom. But like I said, we have 21 iPads in my room, but only 11 chargers. So it's kind of hard to keep the iPads charged every night and have them ready for the next day. So that'll probably be my first thing, is to go and buy maybe a few here and a few there, some chargers for my iPads for the classroom. And then maybe my husband will take him to dinner. He's my biggest supporter. He used to, before COVID, would come and volunteer in the classroom, read to the kids, projects, go on field trips. And then when COVID happened, he can't do that. So he does all my work at home. He cuts out my laminating and helps me with my station setup and things. So I'll take him to dinner. And then, of course, it is fall and it's big techs. So I will be going to the state fair.
Awesome.
That's the thing.
That's great.
Well, I have one last question for you, because you are a kindergarten teacher and you're in your kindergarten classroom. Who is herding the cats right now? Like, where are your students?
Well, they are actually at lunch. And so the rest of my team, they came a little bit early for me. So they got to take them to the bathroom, which is the hardest part.
Yeah.
They took them to lunch, and then I'll go join them when we're finished.
Awesome. Well, we'll let you get back to that, because I know how difficult that could be, trying to round up a bunch of kindergartners trying to do that at once. But again, congratulations on being named our first for this school year Teacher of the Month. But there's more. There's possibly more to come. Zach, you want to explain it to her?
Wait, there's more?
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, so you are now eligible for our Teacher of the Year award, which we do not award that in September. We wait till the end of the school year. So we'll have all these teachers for every single month all the way until May. We'll have our May Teacher of the Month, and then we will have ourselves another, we'll hold another live online broadcast like this one or something along those lines to recognize all of our teachers of the school year, and then we will give somebody $750 again. How about that, Kim?
I think that's awesome. We really appreciate the support from you guys.
Yes. So congratulations to you, Kim Sells from Sorry Elementary. You want to go ahead, Dave?
No, I did the dad. I can't. I want to, but the dad joke, it's old now. I can't do it again. Sorry.
All right. Well,
sorry, I can't do it again.
There it is. I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah,
Sorry Elementary, Sherman ISD. Once again, congrats to you, Kim.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. All right. Now, something is like, we've got like our first Teacher of the Month, but we need Teachers of the Month for the rest of the school year. So we need each of you out there that is watching this to share this video, to let people know that that school districts across North Texas and Southern Oklahoma, we are looking for teachers to be nominated. And you can go to our websites to do that. You can go to 931kmkt.com or madrock1025.com and just click on where it talks about our Teacher of the Month program. Fill out the nomination form. Now, there are a bunch of questions. We know there are a bunch of questions, and you may not be able to answer all of them, but please do us a favor and fill out as much of that as you can. Submit it. Tell us the story about why you think that teacher deserves the special recognition to become one of our Teachers of the Month. And maybe maybe, just maybe, the teacher that you nominate will be selected as one of our upcoming Teachers of the Month. But we need those nominations to be able to find these teachers, because, you know, Zach and I and our judges, you know, we're all busy doing other stuff. So we rely on you, the people watching these videos and the people listening to our radio stations, to nominate these teachers, to let us know when these teachers are doing outstanding work both in and outside of the classroom. So again, go to 931kmkt.com, nominate a teacher, or go to madrock1025.com to nominate a teacher. But again, congratulations to our first Teacher of the Month, and thanks to our sponsors, Night Furniture and Mattress, Pediatric Dentistry of Sherman, and Parkway Buick GMC. Thanks for watching. See you next month.
Bye.